Hello, welcome in. My name is Laura from Tenacious Taurus Twin Flame Tarot, and this is going to be the general collective message for the weekend check-in. So keep in mind, timing and energy is still fluid. This message may or may not be for you. I talk about the energies going on in the cosmos. We pull in with some cards. I talk about the signs and the syncs that I've been receiving, and I talk about what comes through in meditation when I sit in the energies of the collective. And so feel free to hit the subscribe button. Don't forget to comment on the videos, like the videos, share them if it resonates with you. It does help to circulate them, and it does help the channel to grow. So let's talk about these energies coming in this weekend. And so we've got the moon in Gemini. So with the moon in Gemini, it's going to complicate our feelings, right? So there's a lot of black and white thinking. There's a lot of back and forth. Gemini is the energy of duality. Gemini is ruled by Mercury. And so the energy I feel with it forming a trine to Mars is bringing forward this energy of act now, think later. I was shown the Knight of Wands with the Fool. And so this is about maybe taking a risk, taking a leap of faith. I was sitting in the world with the High Priestess energy. And so this is like a completion of a cycle I feel taking place this weekend. But there are some challenges to overcome because we're in this massive reset portal. We're sitting in this eclipse portal gateway. We have the moon squaring it up with the sun in Pisces. This weekend it's going to be squaring it up with Neptune in Pisces, all about illusions. And so we're resetting the wheel is kind of what it feels like. The wheels are kind of already set in motion. We're resetting the wheel. We're resetting what Two of Cups relationships kind of look like, right? Especially with the North Node in Aries. We still got a lot of inner wounds coming up for healing over the next couple weeks in this portal. And so the energy's heavy. Is triggering. There's a lot of collective anger. There's a lot of collective sacred rage when it comes to the imbalances within the masculine and the feminine polarities within the general collective. And so with the moon trine Venus later this weekend, the moon will then be in Cancer and Venus in Pisces. I feel this is where we're going to be able to move on from this inner battle, right? I was sitting in like the Chariot with the Five of Wands energy. And so I feel with the sun also conjunct Neptune on Sunday, this is a brand new beginning. There's a lot of powerful energy, a lot of powerful energy surges connected to this new beginning, connected to this timeline jump. But we do have to complete something. And so a big energy was loud for me was completion. How do you complete something to go towards fulfillment? It does require like a state of alignment of the energies. We do have to align to that zero polarity of the inner masculine and the feminine. And so the energy is very dynamic. It's very exciting, but it's also very triggering because there's a lot of deep mystery coming forward when it comes to the feminine power, the shadow feminine power, and the intuition. And so there is this risk-taking energy, I feel, this weekend coming forward, a sense almost of like fearlessness. And that might be due to Mercury in Aries. I don't know. I'm a Mercury in Aries. And so I always kind of just jump first and think it through later. I always kind of jump the gun a little bit too sometimes. And so I'm sure this Mercury retrograde is really going to have me rethinking my communication style. But I know I feel this pressure cooker energy kind of building when it comes to a tense situation that maybe you've not addressed. But I feel we're entering into this period of time of growth and abundance. So wherever you've got cardinal energy in your chart, you're going to be feeling this big time, especially connected to career and maybe money and finances. But I feel this weekend is the beginning of the manifestation of a new beginning. And so when we think about a new beginning, there does have to be a significant turning point or a significant ending when it comes to a relationship cycle or a partnership or the way that we do things. And so right now we're in this energy, I feel, where we're in states of magnetic attraction. We're calling in partners and friends and people that have this mutual understanding when it comes to the frequency that we're aligned with. And so there's also this collective moment of awakening, I feel, going on when it comes to this profound transformation of the spiritual journey. And so what I felt in the energies and what I feel the energies are conveying this weekend is basically a time of emotional and intellectual growth. There is a major focus on communication as we are in the pre-shadow period. of Mercury going retrograde, which it will go retrograde on April the 1st, on April Fool's Day. So I just find that pretty fascinating. So there's almost like this curiosity being triggered, and we got to kind of stay on the positive end of that. We got to stay in states of positivity, because I did find myself almost getting dragged down into the heaviness of the anger attached to maybe some imbalances. But I feel we really need to stay grounded. We want to stay grounded in the energies this weekend, because there is like a big combination, I felt too, of conflict and control with the moon in Gemini. And so I think a big reminder for me, what I channeled was a reminder that success does often come with a price, a very high price, right? And so to be successful, you do need to fight nail and tooth for what it is that you want. You got to get up every day. You got to do what it is that you want to do. You got to go after what it is that you want to go after. And so if you're willing to kind of put in the work, the rewards will come. So it is so hard to just keep on the grind, but we do have to kind of remember that, right? All success does come with a price. So let's jump in with some cards. Let's see what else needs to come through for the collective. Before jumping in with the cards, I would like to mention there is a membership side of the channel now. And so if you'd like to become a channel member, I'd love to have you join me over there. Feel free to check out the video card link above or the link below in the description box. And you will see all the bonus perks that members receive. And don't forget that you can now book a reading with me on my new webpage. So there is a new webpage link below, and there will also be a video card link above throughout the video. So please feel free to check it out if you'd like to book a personal one-on-one reading with me. Let's jump in, guys, and let's see what else needs to come through. Paradigm shift, presence. Let's see what else. I do feel, all relationships we enter into, all connections play a vital role when it comes to understanding relationship dynamics. So I do feel, forgiveness. Forgiveness is definitely a big lesson we came here to master. Forgiveness of self, forgiveness of others. It doesn't mean dismissing what another person did. It just means not allowing that bitterness and that resentment to kind of keep you stuck, right? So we forgive for ourselves, not for another. And so there is anger attached to this energy for sure when it comes to the collective aloneness, or feeling unsupported, or feeling like you are all alone in the world and you kind of got to do it yourself. And we do get divine feminine. So there is a lot of collective feminine anger and rage connected to the shadow feminine, the karmic feminine, that we're here to integrate and intertwine. And so there is a major contract, I feel, going on with the Divine Feminine Collective. So we did agree to come here as twin flames this life. I noticed on my clock as I'm recording, it's 11:11 over there on the Alexa. So we did come here as Divine Feminines this life because we came here to go into these states of enlightenment, right? We came here, entered into these twin soul agreements, because there's something that we need to clear collectively for the feminine, right? For the great mother energy, for Mother Earth. And so as Mother Earth kind of raises her vibration, we too have to raise our vibration. We have to raise our standards. And we also have to heal the collective ancestral trauma attached to the divine feminine wounding. And so sacral chakra energy was also very loud for me. And I channeled into that going into next week's energy. And so there is something so much greater that is awaiting us on the other side of this clearing. So divine feminine, if you resonate as a divine feminine, go into that strong intuition. The feminine does exhibit intuition. I felt this strong pulling energy, and the feminine is the gravitational pull of the moon. The feminine is supposed to be in the pull energy, not the push energy, not the chasing energy. And so collectively, we've got it distorted. We've got it backwards. We've got a collection of men that want to be chased, that want to be nurtured and babied, when they're supposed to be the chasers, the pursuers, and they're supposed to be the protectors and the providers. And so collectively, the divine feminine teaches the masculine collective how she is to be treated by stepping into her worth and stepping into her value. And so we are entering a massive portal, I feel, of healing the divine feminine, healing that sacral wounding in the divine feminine collective. So show yourself compassion as we go through this clearing. Show yourself gentleness and patience as you learn to understand the vital role that all of these relationships that you have entered into and the role that they have played as part of your healing journey, because divine feminine energy is a powerful healing energy. And so many of us are powerful healers, and we are encouraged to go into our ability to heal, to channel spiritual energies through journaling, through our words, through creating. We are here on a co-creative journey. The Empress energy, the 3 energy, 21 breaks down to a 3 when you think of the world. And so we are here to heal with our touch, with our words. And a divine feminine can't fully lean into that feminine energy without the safe container of the masculine to hold that space. And so we are in a major portal of forgiveness. I feel the divine feminine has to forgive the past, to liberate your heart from all of this collective pain throughout the generations, within your own bloodline, within your lineage, throughout all space and time. And so how can you let go of any ineffective beliefs, right? Because the divine feminine has a great purpose this life, I feel, as a healer, embracing the rise of the feminine. And so we are in this portal of a breakthrough. So I do feel we kind of got to clear the negative to call in the twin soul. And so I do feel there's a divine feminine here, definitely mastering the gravitational pull of the moon. And we're in this major eclipse, 1122 1122, we're in this major eclipse portal right now. And I find it so fascinating because my Kundalini activation, my spontaneous Kundalini awakening, took place in the spring of 2019, between the double full moon in Libra. There was 2 full moons in Libra in the spring of 2019, and I had the spontaneous Kundalini activation during the first full moon in Libra. And it was around the second full moon in Libra that I experienced the states of transcendence and the ascension energy in a 3-day spiral. Fascinating. And how this is all kind of coming into a state of completion during this eclipse portal is what it feels like for me. And so we kind of got to go through the negative manifestation of the purging of the emotions and all of the gunked up DNA structure, so we can journey into these higher states of consciousness. And so the journey of twin soul really is about high vibrational love. We all came from unconditional love. And so there is a counterpart union coming through. And so there might be a karmic situation that needs to completely be released. But divine feminine, you need to stay in this state of nourishing your mind and your body and your soul, because collectively a lot of people are still stuck in the matrix, and there's a lot of anger as people kind of come back online to these higher states of consciousness, and we break free and tap into this greater existence. And so we are protected, though. We need to understand we are protected as this major shift from 3D to 5D takes place. And I will be doing a video about that on my membership side. I don't know if I'm going to do it live next week or not, so you might want to stay tuned. You might want to check out the membership. But we're in a massive portal of releasing old beliefs connected to the Hierophant. They're showing me the Hierophant. So, ooh, look at that. Because we are here to be these teachers, right? I feel collectively there's going to be a major wave of dark night of the soul. And the twin souls came here to be these guiding lights, to be these teachers, to lead people out of the dark and back into the light. And so we're learning major lessons, right? Lessons are a gift. And so those twins that have agreed for this union, this contract of union, this life, I do feel a lot is being unveiled for the masculine, which might be triggering a lot of anger and rage connected to their purpose and this uncomfortable evaluation. So let's jump in with some tarot. Let's see what else needs to come through for a message for the weekend check-in. Oh, look at that. I feel enough healing has gone by that perhaps it's time to plant a new seed. The 4 of Swords in reversed and the Knight of Coins. And so this is about planning carefully, planting those seeds. And so that new moon in Pisces come in, and that was about planting the seeds. And so I feel that was the completion. And so we're going through this eclipse portal. So anything that's kind of in the way of planting that new seed to bring this high vibration, loving connection into the world will be kind of released or kind of expelled or dispelled or dissolved over the next coming weeks before taking action. So I still feel there's a little bit more healing to do, but we've received enough insights. Meditation will help keep you grounded, but we've received enough insights And I do feel a decision has been made. So watch the mental thought process, because it can become quite exhausting when we spend too much time up in our heads. So we're going to do 9 cards. We're going to see what needs to come through for the weekend check-in for this twin soul reading. Wasn't expecting the twin soul energy to come through. Okay, we get the renewal in reverse, judgment in reverse. So there's kind of like this bad karma. I feel Pluto energy. Oh, the 10 of Swords. And so this is also like what goes around comes around. So some bad karma is kind of playing out. Karma is playing out when it comes to an ending, a past ending. So I also feel this energy too of like there is really no going back, right, to the past. And so what's done is done. There is a need to maybe end an addiction or a melodramatic situation. I do feel there was so much resistance here in the recent past when it comes to the heart. And so right now, collectively, I feel so many people are meditating and turning inwards to discover these injustices, right? So the justice in reverse. For me, when it comes out in reverse too, it kind of feels like a past wrong is being made right. And so there is something coming back around. It is the energy of what goes around comes back around. And so when we come from a place of integrity, we've really got nothing to worry about, right? 7 of Cups in reversed is the central energy. So that is about disillusionment. We get a release. And so there is this energy of eyes wide open, seeing things clearly, coming out of a state of addiction, and going towards a new beginning after a painful ending. There is a release of a situation or a person that is going on this weekend as part of this transformation. The 6 of Coins right below the Justice and the Judgment. So there is a major karmic rebalancing going on here. There is definitely some karma playing out here. And so I feel somebody is receiving good back to them from the good they put out there. So if you're this divine feminine, I want to say kudos to you. I think get ready to receive an unexpected inflow of abundance. I think you fulfilled some type of karmic contract here. And I feel you're receiving a lot of wealth. You've kind of cleared your karma. Your karmic debt is cleared and you're receiving abundance. But this abundance is to be shared with the collective. We get the 2 of Cups in reversed. And we close off the reading with the King of Cups. And so there's definitely an ending. We get the 10 of Swords, the 7 of Cups, and the 2 of Cups. All kind of, you know, together in the middle row here. Above one another. So there's definitely an ending. I think the worst has already happened. A decision has already been made to let go of the connection where I feel it's been very challenging. There's been a lack of forgiveness, and we've got a King of Cups here. I feel that is like an emotional mess here. Definitely going through a major emotional release, and definitely at the crossroads. And so somebody knows it's time to act now and think later. There's that Knight of Wands that I channeled. And so it's time to take a leap of faith. It really is. Oh, and we got a Queen of Cups in reversed. With the Hierophant in reversed. Oh, I feel there is like some deep-seated emotions coming to the surface. I really do feel there's 2 people here that have a lot of love for one another, but both of them are blocking their emotions. I do feel this is like an unorthodox type of connection, twin soul connection, where maybe there's going to be some type of union, but it's not going to be your typical marriage. Maybe you're not actually going to get married. I do feel there's an illusion here that needs to be dissolved. There's something here that does need to be walked away from, and I just feel it's this energy of overwhelming grief, of holding on to the past pain. And so we can't sit in the energy of grief and pain forever. I feel 2 people that have a lot of love to give, but I think 2 people that are very afraid to trust. Very interesting. I do feel somebody knows it's time to take the next step. We could have a same-sex couple here as well. It could be 2 men, 2 women. But I do feel somebody knows it's time to take passionate action. The energy is feeling very restless. And so somebody really needs to trust their instincts here when it comes to bring forward an offer, because they think they got a lot to give. I really do. Maybe we've got a masculine here that's been learning learning how to be more compassionate, more giving, more grounded. This is a very grounded king, a very stable, grounded king. And I do feel they know it's time to kind of lay down a long-standing burden, maybe with somebody that they thought was their soulmate. But this could also be the resurgence of a past connection. Connected to somebody that maybe hurt you. Maybe somebody abandoned you and gave up on you. in your time of need. Because this would be a true pair, but I feel maybe two people weren't emotionally available in the past. There was a lack of trusting intuition. There's a lot of deep love coming through here. So somebody needs to push some fears aside and take a leap of faith. So let's clarify the Seven of Cups in reverse. The Sun. I feel by Leo season, by the 888 Lionsgate portal, we're going into a time of great joy and success. And so right now I feel we've got a masculine going through a fall from grace. They definitely didn't exhibit logic. Maybe their life is very disorganized. They need to restructure and find some discipline. Yeah, I do feel illumination of somebody's ego that really got in the way of wish fulfillment. Can this be saved? Can this even be saved, I wonder? Well, there's that Knight of Pentacles. I do think it's going to take a lot of hard work, a lot of dedication. I do feel there's that feminine here that is apprehensive about letting somebody in. And I think there's a masculine that is apprehensive about bringing forward an offer because they're not sure if they're going to be rejected or not. But I do feel communication is coming in very quick. We got the slowest moving Knight with the fastest moving Knight. We do have the Knight of Wands over here. So I feel somebody has reviewed their options. I feel they're coming in driven, focused, spirits like, hey, the time is now. You can't keep waiting for the perfect time, and the perfect timing is now. There's never a perfect time, and I think that's the truth. And so I think get ready for some unexpected communication. It could come in very quick this weekend because somebody here is getting a wake-up call, and it could be a Pisces, it could be a Leo, Virgo, it could be a water sign, it could be anybody. We got everybody here, and I think they're coming in saying, hey, I want to work on things. Somebody's getting ready to come in with some clear, concise communication, so remain objective. Listen to what this person has to say. I think they're awakening to see something in a whole new light. So I think greater awareness awaits, Divine Feminine. Get ready because somebody here I think has been in the matrix. And they're moving on from a situation, I feel, to go towards happiness. So let's get a closing message. What's the closing message? I do feel somebody might have to really make some big changes. A huge change in priorities. So what's the closing message this weekend? Love partnership. So I do feel 26. We get the Empress energy. So we get an 8 and a 6. I think get ready for a new adventure. It really is time to go towards the new, but I do think it's going to take a lot of hard work. It's going to take a lot of dedication. So follow the signs and follow the synchronicities because change is here, guys. But we might have to rebirth something. So I do feel there could be an opportunity to rebirth something that maybe didn't work out the first round. And it doesn't mean that, you know, that this was a betrayal. It could have been. It kind of feels like a betrayal. But I do feel you need to trust in your intuition. There is a new love partnership being presented definitely this weekend. And that's kind of what I got, guys. So if you'd like to book a reading with me, please feel free to check out that description box below. And I do look forward to seeing you all again next time. Thank you.